Hello, I am Alok Pandey, lead consultant at Locus Enterprise Solutions Limited. I have more than a decade experience helping customers in designing, architecting, deploying, and managing high performance computing clusters, associated hardwares, applications, and optimizing for the performance on premise and in cloud. Today I am going to discuss how Intel's One API toolkit is going to help developers to use right tools and programming model which will run on heterogeneous platform and provide flexibility to switch among platforms without need of rewriting architecture specific codes. No single architecture is best for every workload. Modern workload diversity necessitates the need for architectural diversity. In the age of heterogeneous computing, one of the biggest challenges is coding across various architecture. Writing and deploying code for CPU, GPU, and FPGA require knowledge of different languages, libraries, and tools. Each hardware platform requires a separate skill and unique software investment. Every hardware architecture is suitable for unique application workload. For example, scalar for CPU, where every cycle one instruction operates on one word of data. Vectors for GPUs, where each cycle one instruction operates on many words of data. Scalar and vector architecture instructions flows through pipe. Then matrix. Every cycle, one instruction multiplies matrices. In spatial architecture, data flows through a grid of processing elements. Modern CPU have some vector capabilities, that is AVX, and GPUs have a specialized matrix processing hardware. One API toolkit. As name indicates, it is a unified and simplified language as well as libraries. In diagram, one API is placed above hardware, which means one API can directly communicate with CPU, GPU, FPGA, and other accelerators. One API is based on industry standards and open specifications. Middleware and frameworks like deep learning are placed above one API in the diagram, meaning they are optimized using one API. Customers scalar, vector, matrix, spatial, etc. workload are optimized by one API. Under one API initiative, there are two parts: direct programming, that is languages, and API-based programming, that is libraries. And lower block is the interface to provide hardware abstraction layer to vendors. In the left block, there is data parallel C++, in short DPC++ language for direct programming. DPC++ is an open standards-based and evolution of ISO C++ that incorporates Cornos SQL and community extension. In the right block, there are set of domain-specific powerful libraries to accelerate compute-intense workloads. I'll talk about both. Data Parallel C++ is an open alternative to single architecture proprietary languages. It allows developers to reuse code across hardware targets, CPUs, and accelerators such as GPUs and FPGAs, and also perform custom tuning for a specific accelerator. It delivers the productivity benefits of familiar ISO C++ and Cornos SQL and community extensions. It compiles C++, SQL, and DPC++ source codes. It generates optimized binary host code and accelerator codes. The API extensions are driven by open and cooperative community development. API-based programming libraries are designed for acceleration of key domain-focused functions like one API DPC++ library, one API math kernel library, one API data analytics library, one API deep neural network library, one API collective communications library, one API threading building blocks, one API video processing libraries. Each can be custom coded for any platform to deliver uncompromised performance. The big question is how to access one API software before planning to migrate the production workload. Intel provides you access to develop, run, and optimize your code in the cloud-based development sandbox with 120 days of full access. You can access samples or run your own workloads. Intel provides one API toolkit, that is one API based toolkit, and add-on toolkits for high performance computing, artificial intelligence, IoT, and many more. It also provides other tools and libraries like Intel One API, DPC++ compiler, Intel One API math kernel library, Intel distribution for Python, Intel vTune profiler, Intel Advisor, Intel DL framework, and more. You can use the latest Intel hardware for free for 120 days. Now the time to take few questions. First question is, why should I use DPC++ and what does it get me? This is very good question and very relevant to the topic. So DPC++ is purposely designed as an open cross-industry alternative to single architecture proprietary language. It does mean that you can port your DPC++ code easily across CPU, GPUs, FPGAs. So till now, if you are writing any code, right, you have to write the code either for CPU or for GPU or for FPGAs. Different language, different libraries are required. But when you use DPC++, this is the single code which you can run across the CPU, GPU, and FPGAs. Second, DPC++ compiles your C++, Chronos SQL source code, right? And by using DPC++, you'll be no longer tied to a single platform, right? With a single understanding, single learning, you can run your code, you can write and deploy your code across with multiple architectures. And in addition to DPC++ compiler, Intel offers DPC++ compatibility tool. So what compatibility tool does for you is that it migrate your existing CUDA code to DPC++. Suppose you have already a code for GPU written on CUDA. Now you want to run the code on CPU or FPGA. So you can use DPC++ compatibility tool. And on average, 80 to 90% of CUDA code and applications can be migrated by this tool. So with a little efforts, like 10 to 20% of your efforts would require to migrate CUDA code to CPU or FPGA. So that's the region I think you should look for DPC++. Okay, so the second question is, what should I do next to learn more about DPC++ and one API? Okay, so the fastest and easiest way to learn one API and DPC++ is the documents provided by Intel on its website software.intel.com. You can go and explore for DPC++ and one API. The second is that GitHub. Right? You can get lot much relevant documents on GitHub. And in addition to the documents, Intel provides you access of the sandbox, which is cloud-based, that is Intel Dev Cloud. It is for 120 days of full access without any cost to you. You can access already available sample codes, or you can write your own code and run your workload. You can migrate your existing CUDA code using DPC++ compatibility tool, and you can use other Intel One API toolkits. And the best thing that you need not to pay any cost, and you will get the hardware and the software. You need not to procure anything. No hardware, no software, no license, and you need not to install anything. You need not to set up anything. You need not to configure anything. No driver and no dependencies testing. Right? You just go create your account on Intel Dev Cloud. Just just you get the access, and then you can run DPC++ sample codes in seconds, or you can start writing. Very simple, isn't it? Thanks for watching this video. For more information, please visit oneapi.com, software.intel.com/oneapi, or intelsoftwaresite.secure.force.com/devcloud/oneapi to access Intel Dev Cloud for free. I am Alok Pandey, lead consultant at Locus Enterprise Solutions Limited. Thank you once again.